person to physically contain or hide anymore. So in about, I would say, the 2022 to 2023 school year is when my mask completely cracked. And it was like, thankfully I was in special education at the time because my teachers had to go right back to basics with me and basically teach me again that I am safe in the school environment.
Help me out here if I go a bit off track, but I was kind of hearing the inauthenticity aspect of masking.
Yes.
So whilst you're learning to manage emotional settings, it doesn't teach you actually how to behave or cope with more broader skill sets.
No, it doesn't.
Now, when you were in a school, or was it school or college? College.
College was when I had the complete mask just completely fell off.
So it sounds like something led to that. I'm thinking from a therapeutic perspective. If we're unauthentic, meaning we're not truly ourselves, you can't hold that mask forever.
Yeah, and I'd been holding it for, I think at least consistently 4 years, maybe more.
But when it did fall off, you were in a safe setting and they helped rebuild a healthier dialogue.
But everyone had to relearn how I worked, basically. How does this version of Poppy work? Because when I entered secondary school in year 7, I was still very good at masking. So you could ask, because I have asked people who previously worked with pre-mask crack.
Yeah.
You could ask them, did you notice my autism affect me? Or it much at all? And they would say, no, not really. Even though it is written on my diagnostic paperwork, educational healthcare plans, or I know some of you call them IEPs in other countries. Even though it was written, it didn't make sense to a lot of people because I don't present as, quote-unquote, traditionally autistic.
I wonder how that affected you when you were more aware that you were masking.
Yeah. I knew I was, but I was like, if I stop, it's all going to come out and people are going to think that I'm having some kind of mental breakdown. But, which, to an extent, I was struggling, but that's because of the amount of anxiety, sensory issues, all that stuff that I built up over years of keeping it all in, just led me to the mask completely fell off. And I was a very different Poppy for a good few months.
It sounds scary.
Oh, it is. I remember sitting with my CAMS counselor